Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. But now let's get right in today's analysis, which is regarding none other than XLM. We're going to be talking about what is happening with the price, where we could see the price going as we do go further into the month of September. So now let's get right into it. If we're looking at Stellar on the daily time frame, you can see it's up 1%, one of the very few altcoins in the top 100 that are in green. So that is a huge thing that is worthwhile noting. And also, if we're looking at it on the weekly time frame, you can see it as one of the very few coins in the top 100 that is also up about 2.7% on the weekly time frame, which is great to see. But now let's take a look at the price. If we're looking at the price, it's currently sitting at 12.2 cents. It's up about 1% over the last 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up 1.7% in Bitcoin comparative over the last 24 hours. Looking at its market cap, $3.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 124 million. Not bad. So what exactly is going on? While the entire market is bleeding right now, majority of the market is seeing a downwards trend happening within the price. Why is XLM up? That is something we've been discussing on our channel for quite some time, and it's showing. It's really showing that there are people that are interested in Stellar Lumen, and accumulation is definitely happening right now. But if we're looking at the price of XLM, you can see 12.2 cents. But before we get into this, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at the price of Stellar right now, you can see it's sitting at 12.28 cents. Pretty much been hanging around within this range from August 19th. So we're looking at almost 3 weeks time frame. We've seen the price pretty much hang around this range. Over the past few days, though, we did see this retracement because of Bitcoin. We saw the price of XLM drop down to that 11.1 cents mark. Obviously, that was that previous resistance. You can see how many different times we got rejected around that range because that was a huge level of resistance. You can see this for yourself back on March, also back on June, and obviously pretty much last year throughout the month of June. You can see we had held around this level, built quite a bit of support, but obviously when we broke below this level of support at this 10 cents mark, as we were breaking towards the upside, that previous level of support was playing as a level of resistance. So you can see this for yourself. We got two different rejections, but then we finally popped out of there when that XRP news came out, which really took Stellar to the moon, almost to the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But now we are hanging around that same range. But at the same time, what I'm trying to point out to you guys right now is that the previous resistance did play out as a level of support on September 3rd, and we did see a bounce, which is great to see. Let's go take a look at it on the hourly time frame and see what is happening over there for XLM, and if I am seeing any sort of positive momentum that is shifting towards XLM. So first and foremost, as far as positive momentum is concerned, we're definitely starting to see that. We've seen that bounce. Obviously, the entire market did see a little bit of a retest because Bitcoin did retest to that $25,000 mark. I updated you guys on my cash spot update. If you guys follow my channel and you watch all my videos, you guys know that I discussed that 2 days ago, that Bitcoin is sitting at some very crucial lines. And remember, the more the support is tested, the weaker that support gets, and we've been retesting this support at that $25,200 mark more than one time. This is weakening the overall support for Bitcoin. So there is a strong chance, I'm starting to get this gut feeling, unless we do hear some sort of positive news coming out for the entire markets, I honestly think before this year comes to an end, there is a chance that Bitcoin could retest that 22K mark, unless otherwise, we do retest back into the 61.8. If we're not able to get past this $28,663, I still think there is a chance for BTC to retest this level. So what does that mean for Stellar Lumens? Right now, in the immediate short term, over the past few days, we're seeing XLM outperforming Bitcoin. So are we about to see this momentum carry on? We could see that. But if Bitcoin were to see quite a massive move towards the downside, because retesting the 22k mark would mean that it would be the first time since March of this year that we're retesting this support line. So that would be quite a big of a drop. If that were to happen, that could really cause some negative price actions within Stellar Lumens, and we could be retesting some lows below possibly even this support line at that 10.2 cents mark, which again, if we were to retest this level of support, that is a drop of about 17%. So we could see that happening. Dominance right now still hanging around that 49.2%. So this is still a good thing for altcoins as far as altcoins are concerned, because we're still not sitting at some 52% highs that we have seen this year. Because if we were around that range, I think altcoins would have been lagging or behind Bitcoin by quite a big margin. But we're not seeing this happening. On the weekly time frame, we're seeing some coins up quite a bit. We're seeing IOTA up, we're seeing FTT, Maker, TON. So you can see what I'm trying to say. Overall, things are looking quite great as far as altcoins are concerned. But at the same time, like I've said, we need to be paying very close attention to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is sitting at some critical price levels. If that support were to be lost, 22k could be on the table as we do go into Q4. But this is where I want to hear from you guys. What are your personal thoughts on this? Do you guys think that Bitcoin has what it takes to retest that range or not? I honestly think there is a chance, especially if we hear in Q4 some negative news coming out. Who knows? That could happen. Remember, if that were to happen, that could bring in some sell pressure, and obviously uncertainty will arise and things can get a little negative. But that could be one of the last opportunities to be accumulating altcoins, in my opinion. And I'm going to be making a very nice video on what I'm personally doing, what are the things that I'm doing this year before obviously the calendar year does come to an end. I will be discussing that in another video, so do have your notification bell icons on, and also subscribe so you guys don't miss that update. But overall, Stellar is looking great. If we are able to pop out of this level of resistance where we're currently sitting at right now, I think we could potentially see Stellar reaching that 15 cents mark in the immediate short term, as long as Bitcoin stays within this range. If we see some sort of volatility come in BTC's price, then I think that will be overall written off, in my opinion, this move that I'm talking about. But this is where I want to hear from you guys. Long term, like I said, a lot of people are starting to realize what XLM is all about, and this could be a huge favor for XLM. That obviously now we have seen SEC come out and say, hey, you know what, we are appealing the decision that the judge has made. So that could be a positive push for XLM. But even aside from that, we will see XLM succeeding. They're already making some massive strides across the board, really bringing mass adoption to the crypto space. So the overall broader picture is insanely bullish, but right now we do need to look at the shorter time frame as well. But I want to hear from you guys what you guys think. But with that said, I will see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.